Now let's bring in Tom Piotrowski over at CommSec. How are we shaping up today on this new working week, Tom?
Pete, not too badly actually. The futures are telling us that we'll be up by 1/3% when the ASX 200 kicks off later on this morning. A welcome addition to the 0.7% gain that we saw for the share market last week. Although, it must be said, Pete, it's a much paler version of the gains that we saw on Wall Street on Friday night. They were quite muscular, coming at the hands of a moderation in employment growth. The latest employment figures that we saw out of the US on Friday night were well below the market's expectations, and that was seen as a positive because it brought back into the picture the prospect of rate cuts. So effectively what we saw as a result of those numbers was the repricing of a rate cut in September by about 0.25%. So we saw 175,000 jobs added to the US economy last month. The market was looking for something closer to 250,000. That got stocks moving as well. The S&P 500 rose by 1.3% on Friday, and the Nasdaq was up by about 2%, Pete, and quite a substantial drop where long and short-term interest rates are concerned. So it's a volatile landscape when it comes to that discussion around interest rates. And to that end, this week is an important one because we have an interest rate decision from the RBA tomorrow. They're not in a position to be as dovish as the Fed, so that'll be important. Today, we get Westpac results due out shortly, so that'll be important in today's setup.
Alrighty. Tom Piotrowski, thank you.